You got a G, so I got on the 9, on the I got. Hey, we work to work, you late to work. I holla in the city. You know my pet was called in Chicago in December. Y'all pay me that cut, they like candy. My dog out laying the law, ain't breaking the laws. I serve no raw. I spit pop smoke, pop shit, pop bitch. Young nigga don't pop too much. I face your fake broke Kanye, young nigga don't stay too broke. Look at the propane outside, but this niggas still don't. Yeah, got the money in the headlock. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't die.
It's your boy, man, Willie B. Today should be cool. Young guy, I never tapped into him, but he's a hometown guy for me. We got Cordae tonight, y'all. Born in Raleigh, North Carolina. Ended up moving to Suitland, Maryland when he was very young. Started writing his own raps around 15. Somewhere he was recording. He found somewhere to record, and he released 3 mixtapes as a teenager. He released a project called Entendre, Anxiety in 2014. He graduated high school in 2015. He ended up attending Townsend University. Dropped another mixtape called I'm So Anxious. 2018, he dropped out of Townsend and just started going hard on his rap career. Moved to LA. So when he got to LA, he started linking with these dudes that he had like a gaming relationship with. YB and the Mirror and YB and Almighty J. 2018, he releases a track, which is like, you know, his big track after having a little notoriety, called Introduction to the World, which he took the My Name Is beat from Eminem and spit on that. They got invited that same year to perform at Rolling Loud, and that's where he was named to the freshman class there. That same year, Juice WRLD goes on tour. He brings Cordae with him. 2019, he does a deal with Atlantic Records, and they release his debut album called The Lost Boy. So 2020, Cordae had a little falling out with a couple of the other members of the group, and he ended up dropping the YBN, and now he just goes by Cordae, and that pretty much leads us right up here to today. Called From a Bird's Eye View. I don't know much about Cordae. This will be first time hopping into him. Everybody tell me he's this new lyrical cat. Released under Atlantic Records and Art at War.
Time I held a 9, put it on God, man, it must have been a sign, cause my mother, she was stripping, she was always on his mind, while her boyfriend, he was pimping, he ain't have a lot of time, so he showed me where it was, and showed me how to work it, just in case a nigga run up in his bitch, gotta murk him 13, I was serving, nigga 15, Persian, nigga trying to be a cocaine cowboy, Michael Irvin, nigga.
So I like the way he started this. Good intro. He's got a brother, and I know this from, checking him out. He did a press run. He talked about a brother. He got a brother locked up. And we all know somebody who's in the slammer, in the bink. And it's good that he gave his brother the opening of this, because his brother actually could spit too. I like his flow. And then they put this, I like the way they crept the beat in behind his shit. It's hard to mix prison telephone call vocal. But, you don't do too much. You keep the effect that's natural, because if you start trying to cut into it, you're going to fuck it all up.
Brink of extinction, hell bent on survival. This life's a continuous cycle. Consider this a venomous haiku. This ain't a verse, nigga. And I done dealt with the worst niggas. The type to steal your shit and search with you. Nothing ordinary. I've been having vivid dreams. Them shits is more than scary. Graveyards and mortuaries.
It's like it's got it sound like you could throw strings on the end of it very easily. Very conversational. I like his tone. I like his spitting too. He's getting, you can tell he's getting to become that little brainiac rapper, and sometimes we see this a lot where, they just, they're speaking in all these big high words, but he's making sense. It's not just going over your head. It's like very solid life lessons. You could tell he's learning a lot and applying it to his raps, and that's good. You always need that for hip hop. This is what I would say is really good food. You got to dissect it a bit, because he's getting kind of flighty with them lyrics, so you got to listen to him. But it seems like he's trying to be more witty. He's trying to be more Jay-Z and create these little bars and moments within his rhymes. It just seems like a smart young nigga. Like, you know what I mean? You run into these young people who they smart, but it's a whole lot you don't know. And sometimes I don't like it when a young person tries to sound too smart. So it's a little turn off in that sense, because he's not as smart as he would sound. But he is growing. You can tell that.
And I've been stacking up all these assets, keep me conducting any bad bit. I'm like, whoa, hey, I keep that drip on me, my nigga, I'm big on me. Hey, I can't ever slip on me, my mama might flip on me. Like, whoa, hey, drop top coupe in the motherfucking summer, I rest my case like, hey, I'ma live life to the fullest with every single breath I take.
This joint sound like a Logic record. He definitely dipped in, and his voice even sound a little Logic-y when he get to spitting fast. His fast spitting is Logic-like. But he had to look up the Logic. You know, Logic is a Maryland dude too. Was definitely on before him. Same state they from as hometown business. And no matter how you feel about Logic, he influenced people too. He's like a Eminem for the newer version of today. You know what I mean? If you missed the Eminem wave, he's like a good little piggyback. Um, and I just think of Logic when I hear this. It's hard to hear Cordae through it, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Cordae is, you know. And so far with the two records, I got like the J. Cole vibe, and then now it's like Logic.
I bring the whole city out every time that I'm home. How you all about business, but don't be minding your own. Don't forgive me for my sins, I'm just trying to atone. I'll let it be well known. Yeah. Daydreaming while I'm scheming on a text. Steady plotting as I'm thinking on the next. Yeah.
You know, it's like a Currency type of beat. Just feels good. You can smoke to it and not be turned off. But you know, the rhymes he's saying is just, you know, it's whatever. Ain't nothing really that's gonna catch you. You know, I'm wary of young niggas who get too preachy, you know, because sometimes you feel like, oh, I just want to give the kids food for give them medicine and shit, but you gotta like live enough life for people to like accept it from you, not for you to give it, but for people to be like, yeah, it's the gospel. Like some of the shit you saying, if Jay-Z said it, we'd be like, yes, he's just the greatest because he's got wisdom behind it. When you got this young cat who just been had money for a while, you a little worry of this wisdom, you know. Okay, I'm cool on this. It's a rendition of certain records that I like, but I'm cool on this.
Never live with vices or destroy with greed. I'm a man with pride, I won't beg or plead. Just ask, what do you want from me? Is it ever enough? Okay, what do you want from me? Is it ever enough? Hey, check it. Men and women are quite different, though our vision is jaded. We originated to coexist however you play it.
Now, I like this. This song seems like it might be what he's about. And I like it. If this is the type of shit he really about, I'm with it. Because first of all, I like a beat like this. It sounds like Anderson .Paak might have had something to do with it. As if it's like it's got that soul to it. You always got me when you put the soul involved. And then I like the way he's spitting on it. He's very like fun and like slapsticky and like culturally relevant. You know, I like it when you can put that together on a beat like this. And I like the way his voice sound on it. A couple of the other records you like, I don't really know, but like this one, even his singing on the hook sounds solid. Yeah, I like him on this. See, this is the perfect balance of preaching, you know, giving lessons, but being dope. You know, that balance is important.
I remember them cold nights. Ninth grade Chief Keef first dropped on. Like, what a time had to go by. Eating free lunch in school used to roll dice. I remember I ain't have shit. I was broke as fuck, put that shit in the past. Check out my Jag taste. Had to close up, nigga can't live average.
I'm shocked by this song. I'm kind of impressed because, you know, I couldn't, you know, Cordae is finding a way to really switch his flow up and switch his identity, because his voice is very distinct when you hear him talk, but he's found a way to kind of, you know, bury himself. Like he did like a Chief Keef type of flow on here, but he almost did the Chief Keef flow better than Chief Keef. So I fuck with it. You know, I fuck with it. I fuck with this beat. It's hard to like deny this because it feels good. It's in the pocket. It's catchy. Then you put Gunna on it, one of the catchiest motherfuckers to ever do it. And he just come on there he just takes it over. Gunna like puts his influence on the record, no matter for better or for worse. He's gonna take that motherfucker over. And of course he doesn't fuck the song up. It just saying he just make it more drippy.
Suicide though, sitting on 2012s. I was trying to find a job. Shit, why bother? Being broken make you try hard. Sitting in the house watching Coach Carter. Plotting on this fucking Cartier. Hey, plus a nigga trying to go fuck. I finally arrived and nobody's here.
Ooh, I like this. And it's sneaky too, because you could almost think it's gonna be generic, but he don't keep it generic with his rhymes on here. I really like his transitions, like what he doing on it. And then the beat, the harmonizations in the back. This really is some player shit. I fuck with it. You know, and I'm starting to learn where he is with it. He just got a major universal ear and he tries to apply it all, you know. So I cut him a little more slack because I'm starting to really learn that he not playing with it. He know what the fuck he doing. He's dope, you know, dope by nature. He's got that old school influence on the hook, almost like some Anthony Hamilton shit. And I'm hard. I don't even care for Anthony Hamilton that much, but he just got so much soul in him. That nigga just from the block. You gotta respect him. I respect the fuck out of Anthony Hamilton because he's a dog. But every record he makes, sometimes he just it's too much soul for me.
Real tunes, flow sinister. I'ma finish him. Many men gonna need benefits. I ain't bending them. Enemies, I'm the enemy. I'ma shit on them. Just like my keys, drop my genitals. On the dinner work, my thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not Indian.
Obviously, Lil Wayne took him to school. You know him, Cordae hopping on a beat like this with Lil Wayne. He probably expected to get washed. You know, he's just like glad that he got Lil Wayne on that motherfucker. And Lil Wayne washed him. I watched him easy. First of all, you got to listen to Lil Wayne's verse many times, man. He got so many quotables. Yeah, he's just so witty, man. He's so witty in a short time frame. And then I just like the bass of this joint. It's so Hit Boy. You know Hit Boy made the beat.
Too much, shit kinda hate. Telling you what's on my mind, don't use my thoughts as leverage. Hey, I've been traveling around these crossroads. Hey, gotta compromise some shit, but that's a small toll. Hey, crazy when we first met, we was lost, so. But I know.
This is hit template, like it'll make radio. A, because of the names that's on it, but B, because of the musicality of it. This is a known template. Like you've heard this song before, but it could fool you because it's newer people on it, and you know, it's like it feels new. You know, it is new. It's a new rendition, but like the recipe is it's the same formula that we've heard before, so it feels like a hit. Um, but it feels good. I'm not gonna hate on it. You bring her legitimizes it, but Cordae did a good job with it too. So he stayed solid in the pocket on this to where he didn't fuck it up, and there was a lot of space for him to fuck it up with her coming later on to clean it up. But she didn't have much cleaning to do.
Okay, conversations getting complicated, I could tell ya. 15 was in them handcuffs with paraphernalia. I grew up in them trenches, boy, your house had wine cellar. If anybody ever had a problem, gave them hell. I got my auntie, brothers, daddy, cousin, backstage passes. Everybody celebrating with their champagne glasses.
Why is Stevie Wonder's name on this? Just for clout? Like, the fuck did he just come on there and like see the record? Like, what the fuck? Like, he made the beat. If this is a Stevie Wonder beat, then I need to go to him for some hip hop shit. I didn't even know he was making hip hop beats for niggas. He got this nigga as a feature. I'm let down. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm like, where's Stevie? Because I kind of want to hit Stevie. What the fuck would he do to a beat like this? What the fuck is going on here? It's false advertising.
Yeah, alright, if only Father Time had the patience of Mother Nature. If only I was wiser when I first discovered paper. If only Martin Luther never stayed at the Lorraine Hotel. Should he still be alive and well?
Westlake, hi. I could bust this all up because I'm from Maryland. I know what Westlake is. Out in fucking Waldorf. It actually is getting more hood out there by the minute. But when this nigga was around, well, I guess it did get a little more hood when he was growing and coming around there because he's younger than me. But me growing up, you know, I remember them trying to make out there a hood because you know the hood just migrates to other places and they like make little parts of the suburbs the hood. You know, you got hood streets, but the police really know what the fuck going on, so they don't never really get too crazy. But they let them have their streets and shit. I like the samples. I'm in for the old school samples. We all like Kanye heads, you know. So if you can bring the old school to the new school perfectly, you know, black people will love you, especially me, because like that's the art. We always bring the history into the future.
Done seen some shit within my lifetime, my light shine bright. Protect your energy from poison when them pythons strike. My first mistake was doing robberies on Nikon bikes. Watch my moves and I'ma show you what an icon like. Y'all let bygones be bygones, right? Nigga, fuck your truce, bust your move. And if that nigga touch your shoes, you better blast on him.
So he got M on the record. But Cordae starts it off, and Cordae, knowing that Eminem is going to be on this record, this is the best solid verse that I've heard from Cordae the whole album. Like, from a technician standpoint, he's flawless. Like, his verse is flawless. So it shows me that he can make a flawless verse, and that, you know, it takes an Eminem, though. It usually takes some enticement to bring you there, because, like, it is clearly his best verse on the album. Bruh, and I really like M, man. And I like that he switched his shit up, because he been off his rap guy shit. He gassed on shit. Like, I mean, like Super Saiyan. Like, he's trying to show, like, little kids, if you in the Dragon Ball Z, like, nigga, I'm that. He's like, I've been that. He was like, I was that in the 90s for these niggas who didn't know shit. I don't know, man. Listen to that shit, I gotta tip it to Eminem. Eminem just went there more. He did go there more. And it's like, it's like matured Eminem too. Like, that's scary. Like, to think of young Eminem and then to think of a 40-year-old Eminem is scary. Because he has way more wisdom and can fuck around with you way crazier. That same cynical, maniacal motherfucker who's on beats killing shit, he's 40 now.
Shit, nigga, this is shit that I asked for. But last year I was mad for. See my mama cry over homicide. Now she down the block, she got a passport. And my brother locked for a back door. Got my grandmama new Jaguar. Big body whips like Shaq card. No credit check, straight cash card.
I like that. Him and Roddy Ricch squaring it off. That sound good. And he didn't phone in the last record, which I'm glad, because I'm very wary of that. Because people get lazy at the end of the album, you know. But it's probably one of the best records you could put at the end, because it's the lasting thing. It's when people are leaving your thing, if they listening to it cohesively, it's a thing. I'm gonna shout out to Ant Clemens, because he really brought it all together with, like, that hook and that harmonization and the singing. I don't think this record is as big as it is without Ant. Cordae, he scores a 51, which is a really good album. It's a good album. I'm really impressed with the production on here. I like this album more than I thought I would, you know? Like, not that I thought it would be whack or anything, I'm just really surprised. He's a hometown cat, and people from where I'm from, we usually have pretty good music taste. It's not a thing that's foreign to us, because it's such a universal sound that comes to DC, and our only sound is really go-go. But then, you know, we infuse go-go into every single thing. This is a good listen. I mean, like, even the songs that I don't care for enough, they'll grow on me more. So this is, like, literally just the base level of this. This could be a classic in some people's book, you know. But for me, it's just a really good album. Lyrics is high level on here. He got some really great OGs that he grew up on this project that really legitimize it. Shout out to Cordae. You did your thing, young man. Keep it going. I'm on you. Y'all already know what this is, man. Dave Bots did it. I got some new Dave Bots apparel coming myself. So y'all need to stop bullshit. Get involved, man. It's on the way. And then get over to blessedthings.com when you bored, when you chilling, or if you busy and just thinking about niggas. Like, get over there. And that's it, man. I'll holla at y'all. Y'all have a good one. It's been fun. Until the next time.